This is take one. Here we are in the season of Advent, as marked by our Advent wreath, our sort of calendar for the season, that we are in that second week. Again, in that season of anticipation, waiting for Jesus' return. Well, as we see in the news around us and see the troubles that happen in our world, it seems like our faith, our Christianity, maybe takes a turn. You might want to even say that we have sort of an apocalyptic Christianity, where Jesus has predicted these signs of the end times, and we begin looking at those things that are apparent signs. And we have this flurry of future predictions that seem to be coming true. We see the civil unrest that is going throughout our country, especially centered in the events at Ferguson, Missouri, but now in Cleveland and New York City and other points. We see disease epidemics going on, Ebola, the last of which, but even in this flu season, we hear that even that has become where the medicines don't take care of it. Yes, we constantly hear time and time again that we are in the midst of global warming, but especially the terroristic threats that travel throughout our world, and wondering every time we get on a plane, will something happen? Well, as people of God, but also as other people throughout the world, see these signs of the quote-unquote apocalypse happening, you almost see that they're putting their arms up, waving, wondering what in the world is going on, or fingers pointing on who's to blame. Sometimes voices get raised because of the shouting back and forth with one another. And especially you have people who just, their heads are wagging, and some of them include with that, their tongues are wagging. And it's almost like saying, God, come on, where are you? Well, in God's seeming delay, we have some anxiety. We have some angst, especially within the people who are faithful, the people who know who God is, wanting to cry out, come on, God, come, Lord Jesus. It seems that this angst creates that intensity of faith begins to lag. And it's just like we feel like giving up, that what we do as faithful people of God really doesn't make a difference. And from that, then our hope begins to lack. That it seems like every time we turn the corner, things seem to be getting worse. And finally, our expectations begin to lapse, that we don't really feel like there is any hope anymore. And we begin to speculate about God. And our speculation might come up with saying, is God really indifferent to what's going on? Maybe it's God himself with his hands up to his head, looking down upon us, wagging his head, just wondering, oy vey. And maybe, is there any ability on God's behalf to even possibly change this world and change those of us living in this world? Indeed, it's a scary proposal. And even more importantly, the scary proposal could include living like the world is going to continue on just the way it is. That's the first take. Next, take two.